something pretty interesting. It was about how the concept of time has changed, and the reasons why.
All right.
You know, like we talked about, like, dude, what happened? That whole year was a blur.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right? Or I'll say, oh, that was I don't know, that was a couple years ago. No, dude, that was like 6 years. Do you realize, like, the COVID lockdown started 6 years ago?
That's insane.
In March.
I thought it just happened.
Like, as of this March, that was six.
Kind of 6 longer ago.
No.
Really?
Seems like it just happened.
I wouldn't have said 6. I would have said, it was like a few.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe two or three. Yeah, something like that. I'm like, damn, man. That's
really?
Yeah.
My thing is, I think stuff happened a lot longer ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See,
so when I did that walk, like, the 40-mile walk thing, I thought that was like 2 years ago. It hasn't even been a year.
But wasn't that was pretty early in the year that you did that?
No, it was April.
That's still pretty early.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I
that
don't
was
know.
less than a year ago.
Yeah, and I was talking to like some listeners. I was like, oh, yeah, that was like a couple
3 years ago.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
not even a year.
Yeah, because
Weird.
things that happen, I think, at the very beginning of any year. Because then,
it feels longer.
People usually segment out like, oh, this year, last year, the year before. They look at it that way.
Yeah.
And so if it happened very early, there was everything else that it got kind of buried toward the end of, what your mind is storing away.
Able to store.
Yeah, because all these other things already happened. But the last 10 years of your life, it feels like it just flew by.
Mm-hmm.
They say it's not just because you're busy or you're stuck in a routine. It's tied to how your brain changes with age. So earlier theories was focusing on memory, which Greg doesn't have anymore.
No, sadly.
The idea that fewer firsts, less novelty, just make time feel more compressed. But now the thinking is that it's cognitive decline. So as you age, the brain processes information just more slowly. And that slower processing speed means that we just take in fewer mental time markers in real time. So like when your brain records less detail per moment, time feels like it's moving faster.
Yeah.
That makes sense, actually. Yeah.
It's similar like a high frame rate video looks longer and more detailed than a low frame rate one. Like your younger brain captures more frames.
Yeah, right, because it's new.
Of life.
I get that.
Yeah.
As we sprint toward the grave.
Then I saw this other one that was talking about how psychologists say time itself began to feel different after 2000 and then shifted again after 2020. And it's not because the world suddenly moved faster, but because the human brain stopped recording life in the same way. So kind of the same idea.
Okay.
So before 2000, life had a natural rhythm. Seasons felt unique. Years felt separate. Childhood felt long for a reason. Your brain was truly present. They talk about people being at shows or at events, and they're like just experiencing it.
What's that like?
Right? They're not video,
Yeah.
with the phone and stuff. After 2000, something changed. Not the clock, the brain. Internet, email, smartphones, endless scrolling, constant stimulation flattened our sense of memory.
That makes sense.
Right? So this is researchers from Stanford and some other. So when the brain is overloaded, it struggles to form deep memories. So fewer memories make time feel shorter.
God, that's depressing.
Right? So your brain silently concludes that, nothing important happened. So entire years start to blur together, which is what I've kind of felt, I would say, since 2020.
Yeah.
Yes.
Since like
Just a blur.
COVID. Because, that whole chunk of time, it's weird. It's like Men in Black, flashy thing. Like, was that my sense of, did that happen before or after COVID is just non-existent.
That's the new
Really?
breezy.
Yeah. It's weird.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. It's like when there's a bad, and they used to like defragment your hard drive.
Yeah.
And there'd be
Greg, how
bad.
we do that.
Totally.
I'm saying, but there'd be like back in the day, it used to have to do that more to keep your computer running faster. You'd optimize the hard drive, and you'd see like the bad segments, that are just no longer usable on the hard drive anymore. And so, because the more that you put on a hard drive, right, it's like stuff, the very beginning of it and the very end of it. If there's stuff in the middle that you've deleted, it creates like a space. So when the computer would have to go back and access the older stuff, it would get caught up in all these so that's why you optimize it to take all the data that's on it and compress it into one space. So instead of having your crap all over the house, you put it in one room.
Right.
So it's just easier to find because everything's that one room, easier to find faster. That's why your computer would speed up.
Okay.
Right. So like I have this big dead space from 2026 or from 2020 to 2022, let's call it, where it's like I couldn't tell you what happened in that time.
Yeah.
As far as like, oh yeah, we went to whatever on vacation in this year. Forget it.
Nah.
Yeah.
And it's crazy too, because I think pretty much everyone here was working. So like I was sitting at home, I one day bled into another. Like we were still going to work and I still couldn't tell you what was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
It's just nice and empty out. That's all.
Yeah, that was nice.
It was
That was the
Greg's
difference.
favorite time ever.
No traffic.
That
was my party phase. It
Absolutely
ruled.
loved it.
Yeah.
If you say you feel older, like years older than you should, you're not imagining that. Like, time slows down when life is full of, they say, like that novelty stuff. Like they were talking about in the other one, like new places, new faces.
Yeah.
New challenges. And then after 2020, it was like less travel, less change, less variation, no novelty, fewer memories.
That's true.
That's very
Right?
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when you were a kid and it was like the first day of summer vacation and it felt like 8 years long.
Yeah.
Right.
Now the summer's the blink of an eye.
Unless you're a parent with kids that are home from school.
Oh, that is
It does
true.
drag.
Then it feels like eternity.
Yeah, that's
And the
true.
school year, because you're so busy and there's things going on, kids'
Yeah.
activities, things like the treadmill of life.
Right.
That
That's all
stuff seems
fine.
to go by really quick, whereas for kids, it's forever.
Oh yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go, Greg. Just rent a kid every
Rent a
summer.
kid.
Yeah.
And it'll
Rent a child.
prolong your summer.
Good idea.
Yeah. I just thought that was pretty interesting.
It is. And that's the thing. It's like when a little kid says like, oh, like an hour, that's forever. Well, to them it is because they've only been on the planet for 6 years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Right.
that is a long
Small
time.
chunk of their lives.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or it's a
they-
big chunk
trippy.
of their lives.
yeah,
Yeah.
They just don't have any sense of like how long an hour really is.
Right. Of that
It just to
perspective.
them, the perspective to them is that it's long. It sounds long, so therefore it is long.
Exactly.
It is.
When in reality, it's not that long.
No, it's
Right.
Well, for a
Easy.
10-year-old, a year is a tenth
that's
of their life.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well,
It's
10
you're both
it's like
right.
a minute.
10 seconds isn't long unless you're asking us to do a plank.
Oh
True.
God.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hold your breath.
Right.
Take
Yeah.
a couple of punches
Right.
for 10 seconds.
877-44-WOODY. Send us a text. Check in over to 22987. We'll take a break. We'll come back. More Woody shows next.